Welcome to another episode of Please Delete This.
Hold on.
I can't.
Go ahead, man. All right. Let's get to this. Me and the wife got to finish the episode of Next Level Chef, yo. Check. Yeah.
You good to go?
I suppose, Jen, your mic is on. Just pull it close to your face. Good morning, gorgeous.
Oh, wow.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Every letter. Please say it again. It's beautiful.
Good morning, gorgeous.
Where do you learn your English?
I watch a lot of film, American film.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Episode
184.
184?
184.
184 it is.
Yeah.
Welcome
Bingo.
to another episode of Please Delete This. In the basement we had Darlene.
BM.
Genevieve.
And we're gorgeous.
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 Good evening, gorgeous.
Oh, boy.
If I could make a title like audio, like so be that.
That is
Oh,
good.
man. What's up, y'all?
What's up, family?
I'm going to be thrown off because it's not Thursday, but it is Thursday. But it's
people don't know that.
Friday. I know,
But
but
he knows, but he doesn't know. So it's going to throw him off.
it's going to throw me off. So with that said, if anything happened on the day that we typically record,
You
sorry,
missed it. Let us know.
little film trick for you guys.
Trick.
What's up, yo?
Yo, what you been doing? You been?
Last week, I was out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Whoa.
I didn't like
Daredevil.
it, but I loved it because I was with people I love. Friday was Roland's birthday. Bro, what up, brother?
Shout out. Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Shout out for Brothers Podcast. So we actually got to pull up.
Oh, thanks for telling us things on the mic. Wow.
Well, no, because he had said they record on Sundays, but other than that,
Yeah, but I thought you would have brought that up sooner.
no.
That's
so what I'm
exciting.
saying. Yeah.
Like,
So
why would you wait till now?
So what he's saying, 'cause I'm going to say it on the pod.
You could have been told us, though. That's exciting.
Why would I tell you later? Save it for the pod.
Save it for the podcast.
That's my thing.
You already know that's the rule.
I don't like
It's the
secrets.
rule. So we pull up on a day and do an episode there.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, have Ro on there. We just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I love it.
And he got some cool equipment to check out. I'll show you after. Like, damn, man,
You're
y'all
in, huh?
taking this serious.
Good.
So we went to Needle and Thread on Friday.
Very nice.
And then on Saturday, I was up in Connecticut for my son's basketball game.
Oh.
Hey.
He actually didn't play. He sprained his ankle. But it was the last game of the season. So we went to support, support the kids. This is JV, so there's not a lot of people there. But because it's a boarding school, the kids are on campus, and they roll out of bed at noon. It's like, yeah, there's a game, so we're going to go to the game. They get rowdy. It's like a college game. I don't know if you watch college basketball.
man.
or not. Usually there's sections where kids going crazy, yelling all types of stuff at the opposing team. So again, not a ton of people there because it's JV. But there's a group of 3 kids that are from Cheshire Academy that anytime the opposing team is shooting a free throw, about to shoot a 3, something, they're yelling the most obnoxious stuff or just making noise.
Oh, my God.
So there's a couple next to us whose child plays for the other team. So there's a white woman and there's a black man. Now this black man is being pretty quiet, but he looks peeved. He looks perturbed. He's sitting there like this. He's wearing glasses, wireframe gold, tight jeans, and these snow boots. You know those fluffy snow boots
Oh boy.
that look like a puffy coat on the
Okay,
boot
okay,
all
okay.
around?
Okay. Yeah.
Stonewashed blue jeans and black.
Not Stonewash. That's when you
Stonewash.
lost me. I was
Come on.
trying to give him, little
Nah.
leeway.
Stonewashed, and
Ooh.
I think he was wearing a flannel shirt tucked in.
Ay.
tuck
Ay,
in.
ay,
I'm
ay.
painting a picture.
Ay. Okay.
So this is happening. The kid's screaming stuff, and the opposing team player misses 2 free throws because this kid's yelling as the kid's about to shoot all types of stuff. It's funny to me because I saw it there, and you're playing an away game. This is what happens.
Yeah.
So this lady gets so annoyed and looks over to us. It's me, Drina, Dylan's mom, and grandparents, and says, do those kids go to Cheshire Academy? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. They need to stop. We just go, It's a close game. They go to overtime, and Cheshire Academy wins by like 4 points or something like that.
Yay.
As soon as the game is over, Buddy with the tight pants and the snow boots
Oh, my God.
stood straight up and stormed to the scoring table. And you just hear, when I hear, I just see a lot of hands and this, and he pulls his mask down, but then he pulls it back up, and he's doing all
I
of
hate
this.
when people do that.
And then he storms over to some other teachers that were there with like Cheshire Academy hoodies, and he's doing the same gestures. He's
Not fair.
It's like, first of all, y'all lost already, but two, shut up.
Do you not know how sports work?
Thank you.
Have you never seen sports?
Yo, she was like, this is ridiculous. And I know she's saying to him, Herman, you better go
better do
and talk
something.
to someone. You better say something, because if I do,
It's going to be hell to pay.
if I do,
It's going to be called, insert her name here, Academy.
yes, I will own this fucking place. So Herman, in the booth she probably bought,
Herman in the booth.
His name is Herman.
had to storm all over this place. Meanwhile, we're all just looking and laughing at
You're
this
just
guy.
watching it. Just
Y'all lost, B. Go home. Yo, go home. But that was Saturday.
Okay. Hey, Herman, hope you're listening.
And then
imagine if he wasn't. He's like, go to Spotify. Like,
Do something about this.
Herm, I didn't know you were a fan. You should have said what up. So Sunday, shout out to Josh and Venus. They had their daughter's first birthday party.
Oh, that's nice.
And this is their first girl. So Venus, who had done basketball-related parties for both of her sons all the way up until now, finally got to do like a Frozen-themed party. And she went all out. They had like, what's the thing? The ice that you put in the joint and make it smoky? Dry ice.
Dry ice.
Wow.
Had that for the kids, painting area, popcorn,
Yeesh.
bouncy house that kept deflating at least 6 times.
Yay.
But phenomenal. And for the last maybe 2 hours, she came over to me and said, do whatever you want.
Oh,
And Darren,
A
I
dream.
went
Oh, you were
crazy.
DJing.
A dream.
Oh, yeah, I was DJing. Sorry.
Oh.
A dream.
Yeah, I was spinning. And they're one of the few people I will always say yes to.
oh.
Very, very short list.
You're going to do mine, too.
What are you doing?
It doesn't matter. You're going to do it.
Why you don't need DJ?
You don't never know that.
Darren, can you imagine a scenario where Jen would need a DJ?
No.
Me neither. Look at her. She can't even think of it.
You know what's so funny? We were talking about possibly doing something around my birthday. It was like a quick conversation. And I had said, I don't think I've had like a birthday party, especially not on purpose. I mean, I had one when I was 1. And then when I was 18, my mom tried to have one for me, but I didn't go to it. And like, that's just not my thing, right?
Darren, in all the years of us knowing Jen, she's never had a party. Or anything to celebrate a birthday, right? No bar trip
I mean,
or anything like
celebrate my birthday, like we went to karaoke at Asia Grill one year.
that? And you didn't make it all the way through the night?
No, Asia Grill, the first one. I was.
Oh, the first one.
The
Okay,
first
okay.
one. That was for my birthday.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Okay.
I'll do stuff like that because my birthday is always like Memorial Day weekend, so there's always so many events going on that I don't even have to plan nothing. Like, all right, let's
Yeah, we're
all
just
just
gonna
go
be
to
out
this
and
thing.
about.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've never had like a birthday party, so we were talking about possibly doing it. I'm like, that feels weird
Like an event for you.
for me, and that's when I realized I don't do that.
If not this year, could we do something for next year?
Next year's so cliche. That's 40.
What's cliche about you alive? Just celebrate.
Yeah, no, but it's cliche to have a big party, like to do something different for 40.
So you wanna do
Even though that's
39.
yeah, so it's like okay, I decided to have a
All right,
party.
let's do a
It's
party for
it's way more
39.
on brand.
You.
I wanna.
Oh.
So yeah, I didn't like I said we were just talking about that. That's when I realized
Yeah, I think we should do something. Well, you let me know. For that, I'll DJ.
I won't ask.
And
you
I
to.
won't even charge you.
What?
Wow.
It's on record. You better not take
No, I
that
won't
out the
charge.
episode.
He said.
He
that.
said it.
I won't
He
charge.
said.
Not me.
Just right. Entertainment didn't say that.
I wouldn't even charge.
Yo.
I wouldn't even charge.
I appreciate you.
And I mean
because,
it.
You know,
I mean
because
it.
I could see it being just fun. Like we're just.
Yeah, I'm just
I
going
wouldn't have
crazy.
to
doing
DJ because
whatever
I
we
want you to
want.
have fun.
She wouldn't have a single request, or maybe one.
No, she would have a bunch of requests.
No, I think I'd have one, and it would probably be Luke. It's your birthday.
Boom. And I have it. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'll play that all night.
Say, now what's that number one birthday month? What's that number one birthday month? Is it January?
No.
Is it February?
No.
You know what I mean?
Come on,
That's
man. I
my
love that
request.
shit. So, yeah, that got me hyped DJ-wise.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it always does, man.
Yeah.
And then I realized, like, because I've been doing this for a long time, 10 plus years, but the people who've been around me since I started still mess with how I spin heavy.
Yeah.
And I had to like let that sink in and be like, oh, I am kind of good at this.
No,
You might be one of the best DJs.
oh
you're
shit!
really-
I'm not ready for this. Don't do this, guys. I don't like this.
No, for real though. you're a really good DJ.
Oh shit!
Like,
can you stop?
no, like you have to recognize.
You don't have
that,
to be
man.
humble about it.
Yeah, you're really good, man. I mean, like, I ain't gonna front. There's a couple transitions I definitely steal from you. Like, no,
Likewise.
that. But like so I feel like whenever I'm DJing or I'm gonna do an event, and I tell them in case I'm not available, I have a partner. My partner will pick up.
Oh,
and he is very good. And I was like, we're basically the same DJ, but you have a very different approach.
Yeah.
We're basically the same, but very different.
But it wasn't for your face. But just you have a very unique style, and it's very smooth. You're the best DJ I know.
But don't request him though, because he ain't gonna do your party unless you've known him for mad long. So I know he just got this.
You know who's nice?
Stellar.
Sorry,
that's kind of rude for me to say that, and then
be like, nah, don't hit me up though. So that's why I had to say it for you. Go ahead, Darren.
Franchise.
What about him?
I love his style,
bro. He been a beast.
I know, but like it's like I forget. I'll listen to like the radio and I'll be like, yo, like like just like from again a very different approach. Like he like can cut very well and transition very well, and it's like
and that's what I love. Like, because when I go out, and this has turned to a different conversation, I'm like ear hustling, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not with conversation, but I'm listening to the music, listening to how the DJ brings something in, where they cut it, if they let the crowd sing along, or if
yeah, like I get mad if a DJ messes that up. Like certain songs, you know which part you're supposed to play.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
Bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta let the people, and you gotta know the energy is there enough for that to happen.
Okay.
But like, I feel like, and I don't got a lot, but Needle and Thread, sometimes they'll have dope DJs there, but other than that, I'm like, I'm not hearing what I used to hear, but I don't know if it's just like too easy, or it's the type of music that isn't motivating DJs to play with like a certain type of energy.
Got it.
Because I'm not.
You guys were talking about when we went to the radio station once. There's no fast new songs.
No, and when I get songs together for a gig, I'm looking at, okay,
look, how can I move around?
Right. And there's joints that I hear a lot on the radio or wherever, or on the playlists that pop up, but the tempo's not there. So I keep reverting back to joints that went.
Yeah.
Sprinkling a little bit of new, but then I'm transitioning into something different, using that new song with this sample to bring in the old original joint, or whatever. But it's fun, man. I always forget how fun it is, man. It's so fun.
It's even more fun. You can do whatever you want.
So great. Incredible. Yeah. But one thing about when me and Roland linked up, he had sparked something that I was doing before when I was in Massachusetts. Because he was talking about getting better at Spanish, because him and his wife were looking to start building in DR potentially. So,
that's dope.
So Duolingo, he said he's been on a streak, just going learning.
Yeah.
So I jumped back on my joint, Darren, and you should do the same, man. Yeah, let's get our Espanol up, yo.
Oh, I thought forget it.
Uh-oh, what you gonna say?
None.
What you gonna say?
I thought you were saying Darren should get back on the English one.
See? That was all her.
No, because you said
that I wasn't alluding to shit.
You set that up.
I was talking about Spanish, because we talked about learning
Spanish.
Because
I tried to slip past it, but she was like, no, say it. You knew it was something.
I didn't. I didn't.
I didn't.
See?
I didn't. Why would I think she would say that?
Positive conversation. We're talking about learning a language and stuff?
Yeah, me too.
How can it...
JK, Darren, you speak great English.
Yeah.
Only thing I wish Duolingo had Dominican Spanish in it, but it's fine.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So Dominican Spanish, like Puerto Rican Spanish, is very different.
Very different, because it has traditional Spanish in it.
Oh, man.
So I'm like, I don't want to be going to my people speaking all proper Spanish.
Hey, usted?
It's like...
¿Dónde está la maleta? I'm on the travel stuff.
I see. This guy does maleta.
It's like how a lot of West Africans learn, what are they called? The Queen's English.
The Queen's English.
You know, British English. So they come here and say things like gorgeous.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. That's the one sounding crazy.
And that's it. They just know the language better than we do, but it sounds crazy to us.
The proper way to say it, and we over here judging them.
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
What, are you retarded? Oh, can I say that? Can I say that?
You can say that. No, that's okay.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I didn't say it with a hard R. Does that make a difference? Whoops. Sorry.
I don't say anything with a hard R. So.
Boy.
So, Darren, how was your weekend?
Boy.
My weekend was pretty aggravating.
Oh, shit.
I went car shopping on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Another one who just keeps things from us. Like, that's important. We have a whole group chat. Like, no one talks. And we talk in the group chat. What do we talk about? Because you guys
Did I tell you? Did I?
You said something about a ridge line, but that was about it.
That's as far as it went.
No, I said I
You said what?
I feel like I said I would on Sunday. I was like, I'm gonna.
You said you were gonna.
I'm gonna try to do. Yeah.
All right, go ahead, tell your story.
Damn, Jen.
I'm in trouble.
Yours was hanging.
I'm in trouble, man. It's just such an aggravating process. I don't understand why it needs to be this type of aggravating. If I go to the dealership and you sit down and you go, okay, what are you looking for? Say this, and that. Cool. Give me the price point. Says this one's 30,000. It has high mileage. This one is 35. It has mid mileage. This one is 38, and it has low mileage. I say, okay, which one fits in my budget? My budget. And you say, well, let's see. Depends on your credit. Yada, yada, yada. All this other.
Now
garbage.
you're playing with me.
So I tell the guy, like, I don't want you to run my credit because then I'm gonna get dinged for the whatever. Can you give me an idea? Like, I'm not great credit. It's like it's fair right now. I really can't. Blah, blah, blah. And that's how they get you.
Yeah.
So because they know they run your credit, you're more than likely to stay with them. Run the credit. He goes, okay. So for these, you're gonna be at the $575 range per month, right? And I told you
for something you used, yo. Look at the market, yo.
Right? It's disgusting. I told you my budget was like $350, and that was like without crying in my head.
Sir, you are not hearing me.
They're really not hearing me.
You're not hearing me.
So of course we do the test drive. We do the whole song and dance. I gotta go talk to my manager. And here's what really like got my gears. So while we were looking around, I'm looking at cars at about 3-4 years old. We see a brand new 2022 Pilot. And I was like, oh, that's a nice car, but nothing like I want to see it. He goes, oh yeah, that would be like a lease. And if you decide to lease, I have a lot more wiggle room when it comes to that. I said, all right, keep it in mind. The wife had a Pilot. Yeah. I know I liked it. I know I fit. Cool.
Y'all had that for like a couple of months. That was it.
Right? Pilot, she had a couple of years.
Oh, that long? Oh, damn.
So
it seems like a couple months in Camry years.
Because we just here. We just here.
I get it.
That is true.
How old you got? 2 months, 3 months in Camry years? So that's amazing. I've never heard Camry years before.
Jen is a diehard. You got a Camry tat? The logo or the whole word?
I have no tats.
None? Oh, okay.
So
would you get a tat?
You sure?
No, I would not.
Not even a Camry tat?
I might get the little Toyota logo. I like that.
Get it like under your foot or something.
People used to suggest a lot because my back scar that goes all the way down. Different things that I should get. Like, you should get a Caterpillar. You should get a... I'm like,
You'll tell them to shut the hell up?
Have you met my face? Even silently.
Have you met my face?
Silently. If you don't shut the fuck up, what are you talking about? Caterpillar down my back? Because the spots and the scar is not enough. That's not badass enough.
Oh my God.
I survived this. You want me to paint over it?
Why? I won't even feel it. It's all numb. Like, it's cheating. But anywho.
So, the one car that we're going back and forth on was the high mileage one. And he basically said, okay, it's $575. I can bring it down to
for the high mileage one?
Right? And so it was just... No. Okay, tell me, what is the best? What is the best?
I gave you that number when I first got here.
350.
Why are you playing the game?
Why are you doing this? Right. So then he goes. So where we left it, he goes. Okay, for a 5-year term, it'll be between $425 and $450. I said, okay, that's good and great and nice. Tell me about the Pilot, because you said
there's wiggle room.
There's wiggle room in the Pilot. You have more wiggle room, and he goes, "Oh yes, oh okay. What do you think?"
Shout out to you for entertaining this guy, yo.
It was 2 hours.
Oh, Jesus.
2 hours, and I had Carter with me.
Oh my God!
But Carter was really good. He had his tablet. Carter's you give snacks and tablet, he'll whatever.
What's your excuse?
None. So he all excited, peps up. Okay, so what are you thinking for the Pilot? Like what? Same price point, my friend.
Yo, are you deaf, fam?
It doesn't change because
Do you not know how numbers work?
Right. I think I wanted to say, like, when I walked in, I said, I need something that within this realm.
That's it.
So I said again, like 350, 370 at best. He says, okay, all excited, goes back. My man comes back with like 672.
What is happening?
What is happening? Needless to say, I'm like, all right, Bubba, come on, put on your coat. Oh, okay. What's the best? I know. What's the best number you can? I'm like, I told you.
Nothing has changed.
He goes, he comes back. He goes, he comes back. The best I can do on the pilot is 5 something. I said, no, that's it. That's fine.
That's fine.
Thank you. Have a good one. Come on, Bubba, put on your coat.
You know, 5 something is the same 5 something you offered me for that other car, right?
Right. Why would
I said no.
That I said no.
It's not like it's different model money. It's not like this money is gonna be different from that money.
Like, oh, this 500 goes to too much.
So car buying is a very aggravating process.
I'll add to that because I got some news yesterday.
Ooh.
So y'all know I was expecting the Rivian.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
And I had put down the deposit. I had made the build, and
I hope it wasn't on the boat.
I bit the bullet and said, I'm just going to spend this amount. And even when you do the pre-order stuff, it says, price subject to change. So I expected a few thousand, fluctuation potentially. And in that case, I'll just remove some features, just, to bring the price down a little. So I see all this hoopla on the, Rivian thing that I have an email for, forum. So I open it, and I just saw this post that said, "Don't update your cart. Don't update your build or whatever." I'm like, "Yo, what the hell's going on?" And then I start scrolling, and I'm seeing a bunch of WTF, da-da-da. Yo, I logged into my joint. They increased the price of my vehicle by like $15,000. I'm not getting that. I was already planning to pay way too much.
What are you guys thinking?
So what happened, this was back in 2018 where they opened the pre-orders, right? So there's people who's been waiting since then who haven't gotten their car, and they saw that their joint went up by like $20,000 and canceled. So apparently the price of the materials in 2018 and inflation. So inflation is killing them, so they had to go through and make these updates. But at least honor the people who, because they did like maybe 10 or 15,000 launch editions that people reserved. So at least honor that price for those people or the people in 2018. But they said, no, everybody, all of y'all, even if you ordered on the day that it became available, we're jacking your price up. So everybody's going through and canceling their order. I'm just going to hold it up until they call me, but I'm not going to get it. Nah, not going to get it. Killed me.
You got your deposit back?
Yeah, I get the G back. Yeah. But it's killed me. I was so hyped. So now I go back to my original plan. All right, let's get a Tesla. From when I first said I wanted to get a Tesla, $30,000 more expensive.
Boy.
Camry gang. Camry. Where we
Maybe
at?
I should get me a Camry.
See, man.
You know what?
You should get a Camry. Them things, especially the newer ones, fly. And they come in all-wheel drive.
But the Toyota trucks are fire. They're expensive.
Yeah, expensive.
So that's, and then now I'm in this realm of like constantly looking at like a Tundra, a Tacoma, a Ford, all the Ranger, all the dumb shit that I'm like, a Ram.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm just messing with you.
I thought you were gonna say something else. I was like, yeah, that one.
No.
Yeah. So. And then
Pain in the ass.
Of course, I'm sitting there in the dealership because I'm bored now. I'm like, Ridgeline. I'll be Ridgeline. That doesn't. Maybe I shouldn't get this car. Ridgeline. What did you get there? I got the new Ridgeline.
Oh boy.
So since we're talking on this subject, I saw this article on Facebook today, and I didn't read it, but I screenshot it and put the headline on my page.
She's good with the headline thing.
Because I can wait and read it together with my friends.
I like this.
You save it for the pod.
Saved it. But this wasn't life stuff, guys. This was an article on Facebook.
These semantics.
Like, he's talking about us going to a whole other podcast and didn't mention it, Darren.
Well, no, it would still be ours, just different location.
Oh, that's different.
Yeah.
That's even more exciting.
I know.
Go.
Save for the pod? No.
Yeah. So, on our local Channel 10 website.
Our is yours, not mine.
No, I mean, like, if somebody's listening not from Rhode Island. This is our NBC affiliate. They have an article. The headline says, Ernie Box Bentley sinks with other rare cars on cargo ship bound for Rhode Island.
Stop it.
Now, have you heard about this?
No.
There's like this ship carrying bunch of luxury, super high-end cars, and it's like sinking in the middle of the ocean somewhere.
And it was a Bentley.
So I've heard about that. Like I didn't read this, but I just know he has a Bentley. But I'm assuming it was on that same boat.
And that's Bach Toyota? Ernie Box? Okay.
This is the part that pissed me off why I stopped reading. Because they want me to feel bad for him.
Nope.
Philanthropist and businessman Ernie Box Jr. was looking forward to finally adding his 12-cylinder Bentley to an impressive collection of cars at his Norwood home. But now that car is at the bottom of the mid-Atlantic. Guys, I'm not saying that doesn't suck.
It does.
It sucks bad. It sucks. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. But don't put that in an article like poor him.
Right.
He literally owns lots.
Of cars.
Right.
And ladies and gentlemen listening who may not be from Rhode Island, not like he owns a lot of cars. No, car lots.
Yes.
Lots of car lots.
Multiple car lots.
Commercials on the radio.
Big ones on TV.
Oh, my God.
Box Bentley was one of 1,500 cars on board the Felicity Ace when it sank Tuesday.
Whoa.
The large cargo vessel went down 250 miles off Portugal's Azores Islands. The ship was on its way to Quanzet from Germany when a fire broke out 13 days ago.
Wow.
I'm surprised you didn't hear about that.
Nah.
I've never seen anything like this, Box told NBC 10. What sunk with that ship were extremely rare vehicles. There's $800 million worth of cars on the ocean floor. Beyond the Bentley were 12-cylinder Lamborghinis, a rare exotic car Box said might never see the road again. That's it, it's over, he said. Those were the last ones. The ship's sinking comes as the auto industry deals with supply chain issues that have made it hard for many Americans, hey Darren, to find vehicles. Any car loss is tough for the public, emphasized Bach. You can't get vehicles now. That was a great shipment of vehicles. Almost all of them were sold. And with the industry the way it is now, everything is short, so it's just tough.
Damn.
When did you say that the thing started going up for your cars?
What started going up?
The prices for the...
Yesterday.
See, so if this was 13 days ago, they're like, yo, we've got all these people who thought they were getting these cars who are not, who will pay more.
Yeah. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm holding on to this one, because the reason why Teslas went up is because supply went down. So people, for a used Tesla, $90,000 for a used Tesla with like 40,000 miles on it. $90,000 for a car that's used? Prices aren't going back down, I don't think. They set the market.
Bach told NBC 10 that Bentley has reordered and car manufacturers are working with the other affected customers. The people who had lost vehicles, except Lamborghinis, are getting their new vehicles.
Except Lamborghinis.
Oh, they really got the short end of the stick. Are getting their new vehicle put at the front of the line so they can get them quicker.
That's fly. I sympathize, though, because, like you said, Jen, Rivian is made in the U.S., so I wouldn't have had to worry about that. But people have to wait a year plus for cars, so he's probably waiting that long for the Bentley.
Yeah.
So imagine if you had to go back to the end of the queue. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, that's true.
Nah.
But now the person who thought they've been waiting 8 months, who's gonna get it soon, now they gotta wait.
Yeah.
But
it's some first world shit, though.
This is like expert level.
Because after you get the call,
you, me, Bach is like, man, what do we complain? There's something else going on that we're not going to talk about. That
we're still not talking about it.
Hey, that's
you know
big.
more?
Yeah.
That's fine. You know that by himself.
Yeah,
wow.
It's cool. Because I don't know enough.
I'm John with the cars.
Whoa, too far.
Very first world.
It's a car. It's not too far. Sorry, Jen. I didn't mean to yell. Because I'm thinking after you get the news and you, bam, oh my God, my car,
Imagine
in the
if
bottom
Ernie
of the
Box Jr.
ocean.
was your friend and he called you.
All right, well,
go cry in your other Bentley.
Want to get lunch later?
Like the fact that they're specifically saying the 12-cylinder Bentley.
Are you kidding?
Like he's already got the 8.
Right.
He's already got the 6.
Right.
He's about to get the 12, guys.
Man. And that was just a stun on your homies.
The roads ain't even good enough in New England for you to have a 12-cylinder anything.
No.
You gotta get it, park it in your.
You still have to go maximum 85, 90 miles an hour, and even that's kind of maniacal out here in these streets.
And Bentleys are so heavy too, 12-cylinder.
Gas is like almost $4, fam. You
get like 13 miles a gallon in that thing.
You better be happy your car didn't come yet.
But he got it.
Yeah, I don't feel. Don't.
I don't know if that was a sneeze.
I don't know what it was.
Okay.
That was perfect. It was like a hiccup.
I wasn't sure if I should say bless you.
No.
3 times.
Don't say bless you.
So now, Darren, we're in the same predicament.
We both want to go car shopping together?
Well, So here's my thing. I was looking at more fuel-efficient trucks.
Okay.
Non-existent currently. But things are coming. But that means for a truck, not until like 2024 for either a hybrid or an electric joint.
Yep.
So I want a truck for home rental purposes.
Yep.
But I want an electric vehicle. Yep. But if I'm spending that much on a Tesla and I can't put sheetrock in the back, what the hell's the point?
You better go get you a U-Haul, a nice little used U-Haul, brush it before they go up.
That's true. And then I thought of that. I'll just rent $20 to rent a truck, or use that one that you got.
Right there, not doing the damn thing.
So Tesla it is. All right, bump it. Unless Toyota comes out with their electric Camry. When that happens,
I mean, they've had the hybrid Camry in Avalon for a while.
I want electric.
Boogie, woogie, woogie.
I know,
Thank
that's
you,
right.
Darren.
They said there's like 100 years left. There's like 100 years of oil left in America or some shit like that.
What?
That's what I mean.
That's not a very.
That's not a lot.
high
That's
amount.
not a lot of. So yeah, get that electric car, family.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Jesus. First world problems, y'all. We here, dogs.
We here, dog.
Dan, you want to talk about some real problems? You want to get that out the way in the world?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, go for it, man.
We used to speak
okay,
about
we
it.
didn't talk about my weekend.
Okay.
Oh,
sorry,
shit.
Jen.
Sorry, because you always say, yeah, I mean, my bad.
I don't know what I did. We
What
hung
you did,
out.
yo?
We grilled on the deck. Sorry. How's your weekend?
We haven't
Jen?
grilled yet because it's too cold, Darren.
It was.
We've thought about it.
Was it nice this
Stupid.
It wasn't.
No,
it wasn't
it
nice
wasn't.
this week. It
It
snowed.
That's right. Sorry.
It ice snowed.
It did.
It was slippery.
Remember the guy
snow.
had the snow boots. It snowed on Friday.
Oh, that's why he had them.
Yeah, but then when none on Saturday, he just wore the boots.
in case it more fell.
It was the wrath of his snow
Yeah,
bunny.
you know, it was the snow with the ice on top. That was scary. I don't like it. So we try to go out again because last time we talked about Strode House and Applebee's. And we said Saturday, we go somewhere and eat. I'm gonna go somewhere low key because even though we're starting to go outside, we're still like a little cautious.
Yeah.
Even if COVID ain't a thing, we don't want all you people breathing on us.
Right.
So we said we'll go to the place where we had our first date. It's a little bar.
Aw.
It's off Admiral Street near my old house.
Oh, that bar.
Yeah, it's funny. I never went there till we went on that date. All those years I lived there. So we're like, we'll go there, get something to eat because the last time we had gone, the guy gave us the gift card. Blah 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 blah. So it's around 6:30. We're like, this is a good time of evening, even though it's Saturday. It's cold and it's too late to be early and it's too early to be late.
No idea what that means.
Like Saturday night, like club time, 6:30 is early for that crowd.
Yeah.
And people who are just like doing happy hour stuff, 6:30 is kind of late for that crowd.
You right.
Makes sense.
Thank you. So we're like, this is as safe as we'll get today.
Right.
Right?
It's like a pocket dimension.
They really thought this through, man.
Yeah, man. Up here. This ain't a game. So I'm driving because I like to drive on Saturdays. Give them a break. And the closer we're getting, we're like, yo, there's mad cars. There's like PC students walking and stuff.
Ugh.
Like, it's mad cars. What's going on? We get there. We can see through the window. It's packed.
Yep. Okay.
We're like, what in the world? Why? So we leave. We end up going to Antonio's on East Ave. Had a nice time. It was really cool. Even there, the parking lot was completely full. We're like, where's everybody at? But I looked in the window and there was nobody there. So it was safe. Didn't realize till probably halfway into falling asleep into the next morning.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh, PC played yesterday. Still didn't really get the full thought because I was half asleep. And it took like another half a day when I started seeing it was the Big East Championship.
There we go.
And PC had won. I'm like,
A crazy game, too. Double overtime or triple overtime?
I don't know. Wherever we were, didn't have the damn game
Triple
on.
overtime. And they won it. Yeah, crazy at the dunk. Yeah.
And the funny thing is when we stayed downtown for Valentine's weekend, and we're checking into the hotel. So we're walking from the convention center. First, when we pulled up to the convention center garage, mad traffic. We're like, what the heck? And as we're walking from the garage to the hotel, we're just like, what is going on? Like, we just keep seeing people walking by us with Friar stuff. I'm like, oh, there must be a game.
Yeah.
And so here we are again.
That darn PC.
just happened to be out. So that time we got to watch the game at Dave & Buster's before we went to pray for the bear.
Okay,
so it was
okay.
cool. And so this time, had we known, but
Yeah.
so
Yeah, that one I only saw because it was on ESPN Sports Center, and they focused on that game that night because it was crazy. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I don't know how many lead changes, but yeah, like triple overtime. They pulled it off.
So imagine us trying to look for a low-key night. If we would have went in there.
Yeah, right.
We would have been like.
Yeah, right.
They're screaming.
Come on, Providence.
They're sharing beers and stuff.
Yeah. Mad mouth kissing after the end of the game. I know. I know. Then the what's the drop kick Murphys comes on right after that. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, so you guys got out though.
Yeah.
I like it.
It was nice. We're going back into society slowly. Sunday we played more records. Sunday was a great day actually.
You and your record collection.
I love it.
You're so happy with that.
I'm so happy. So what happened was I had one, but it was kind of like a little cheesy one, whatever. And this whole time since I moved, hadn't even like plugged it in or anything. And so I kind of like connected it to a small speaker just to see if it was whatever. And it worked, but it was whatever. And so apparently he ordered a turntable after he heard that and didn't tell me. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. And so long story short, I'll just skip all the details. And it came in and he was like, you want to see what it is? Because he was going to hold it to my birthday. And I was just like, I'm like, yeah, sure. Well, whatever. Pulled it open. The joy.
What a guy.
Joy.
Thank you. I don't deserve.
We know.
And so then we put it together. And he was like, we should call your friends to see how to put this in.
Then when I picked up, maybe.
Right. That'd have been 3 days later. Oh, you got it?
Oh, you got it?
Y'all figure it out?
All right.
That's dope, yo.
But, you know, he put it together and we plugged it into the speakers in the living room and stuff. And it sounded so great. Wow. And then that's when he finally told me. He was like, yeah, I heard that other one. I was like, I can't plug that in.
What a guy.
To the living room speakers.
What a guy. -2.
-2, baby.
Man.
Baby.
That's like -10.
So that's why we've been listening to the vinyl a lot more because now we've got the sound.
Yeah. And it does actually sound better.
It's so good.
It does sound better.
It's so good.
Yeah, do you like really like tune into like the sonics
the
and stuff
instruments
with
and
all
stuff?
that?
I tried to.
Yeah, it's so I have a various speaker arrangements in the house, right? Downstairs, true surround sound with 5.1.
Oh my God, you guys should be friends. Like, it's crazy.
Come on, this is us. Upstairs, I have a single Bose sound system, but then we also have a sound bar. But then you have all the smart speakers around the house. So as I'm listening to music at different times, you're missing the depth, right? Even with the sound bar, you get some, but then with the true Dolby Digital, you're getting the vocal from the right side, the left side, the bass, the way they feel it in the studio. It makes that much of a difference.
And since my records are all at least from 1980 something, I don't have new records. Only new record I have is when Helena and I went to Jamaica. I bought a Bob Marley record that I had when we were little.
Dope.
But I haven't opened that one yet. So that's the only modern era.
12-inch vinyl or 45?
12-inch.
Dope.
Well, I do have some 45s though.
You got the little
thing. Yeah.
Come on.
It was such amazing when he showed it to me. I'm telling you, like I was so happy. Like I'm still so happy. Look at me. So yeah, I got a real turntable. I'm so excited.
I have one turntable left, and when she got hers, it made me want to hook that one up and just play records.
You still got one left?
I got one because I had 3. I sold that set, but I still got the one. But yeah, I think I'm gonna hook it up.
Fun. So the first day we were just playing music. He was just like, "You want to go play some vinyl?" I'm like, because he knows I like that shit. So
and you just put on and vibe.
And you just chill. So that was the first time we played the Whitney Houston. So then this Sunday, we was like, all right, we're gonna play some vinyl. So we go playing some music, and then he put on that little Motor Trend channel that you guys love. He's like, I don't need to hear this. So the music's playing, Motor Trend's on the TV, we're chilling, and then I'm like, yo, let's play some Mario Kart.
I didn't know you had a game system there.
We got plenty of game systems. We just don't play anything.
So you got to play kart on a Switch or what?
I think it's a Switch. Yeah.
Yeah, what's up? We got a Switch.
we aren't good, so I mean, yeah, we can play, but you guys
a little battle. You know what I mean?
Whatever.
This guy beat the hardest game that I've really just.
Oh, that game that went on forever and ever, and then he got to the end of it.
Cuphead. Yeah. I haven't picked
second
it up
one coming soon.
Since that.
Play it.
No.
It's good for you.
I've cut out a lot of things. I've stopped Wordle because I felt myself getting like worked up.
You know what's funny? I was gonna tell you something. Our good friend Asha. Hey, Asha.
Hey.
They keep telling me that we should get you something, and I keep telling them no because you shouldn't be listening, and you're listening to this now. So
this is Bim talking. Bim is gonna get something to you. I don't know how. Hit me on social media.
No.
At Mr. Bim.
Don't hit him up.
No.
I don't know what I'm gonna get you, but I'm gonna get you something.
Don't hit him up.
Much deserved.
But since you don't listen, whatever, you're gonna hit him up. So she told us today there's a new one called Loodle that has only bad words.
Oh.
Darren's into it now.
Right.
Boom.
I really stopped playing Wordle.
I was gonna say it's getting easy to me.
No, not that. It's stressful because I'm like, oh, first word. All right, first. All right. All right. T-A. No. Close. I'm not doing this.
Really?
Yeah, I get all worked up. And then it'll piss me off if I get to like 3, like the line 3, and there's only still 1 green. I'm like, I'm not doing this. Not today.
Darren, you could do it, brother.
And then Jen will put up nothing on the first line, yellow on the second line, and then all green. Like, how did she do that?
So I stopped sharing mine because ours is similar. Oh. So I didn't want to give you the words, but I was like, man, I bodied this, but I can't share it because I don't want you.
That's why you're
the nicest Wordle player ever.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
That's why you're supposed to show like people doing the statuses with the yellow boxes.
But that don't work for the bootleg version, though.
No,
for the app.
Yeah.
Nah, not mine.
I have it.
You got it on yours, Darren?
But I don't have the same words as you. Darren's like, you're acting like the car salesman right now. What part of this don't you get?
I told you I was done.
My
code is on and I'm walking out.
350.
Oh my God.
That's all I got.
Yo, listen.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, Sunday was great too.
Dope. Yeah.
And then we watched Bel Air.
Oh, so you watched episode 4?
That day we watched 2, but
okay.
we're up to 4. Did we watch that day? I don't know, but we finished 4.
You saw the angle with Jeffrey, right?
Yeah.
So, and it makes sense. So again, it's current times, super wealthy. Where's your protection? Thank you. Because it makes sense. If you have that kind of money, how do you protect your family? You got a campaign coming, da-da-da. Yeah, I like it. G's a G, yo. G's a G.
Huh.
Yeah, and I think the new episode premiered today.
Oh, that's exciting.
So we got something to watch when we, whenever.
G is a G.
A G is a G. Darren, depress us.
That's your team.
Last week, I want to say it was the day we recorded, Thursday?
The fact that, I'm sorry. The fact that he said depress us and you're already like.
Boom.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I got depressing.
Because I wanted to dive into the subject last week when it first arose. Mm-hmm. And I didn't have the time to for whatever reason. And then Jen was like, no, we're not talking. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, we were too silly last week.
Yeah.
Whoa, I love that episode.
That was crazy.
So it gave me time to be able to dig into the subject. And I don't know how you can process all of this. So what we're talking about, Russia last week decided to invade Ukraine to basically take over. And so my stupid self was like, why?
That's the question I'm stuck on.
Yeah, why would they even do this? So apparently Putin wants to restore Russia to its former glory.
Where they were massive and
to
had
like
all
USSR?
these countries in it?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
And believes that Ukraine should be a part of them. Now, Ukraine is not a part of NATO, or it's completely independent, just like Georgia and a couple other properties that outline Russia.
I'm going to ask a question, because there's no dumb question.
Georgia is a country, too.
What is NATO?
NATO is the North Atlantic Treaty something.
Okay.
So it's basically a collection of countries that are band together. So U.S., Canada.
Yeah, and it wasn't like Trump trying to, like,
disband,
get out of it.
Yeah, he was trying to get the U.S. out of NATO.
He was trying to do our version of Brexit. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So Ukraine is not part of NATO. So when the news broke that Russia was invading Ukraine, and everybody's like, "Well, U.S. got to go defend Ukraine," and no, because
it ain't gang.
Because it ain't gang. They ain't part of NATO. But what U.S. said is that if Russia does invade on any NATO alliances,
aligned countries.
Yes, them. Then that's when they'll step in because they're supposed to band together.
Right.
So now, if you're on social media, you see all the footage of Ukraine being invaded, and it's like, for me, it's like I've never seen this side of war before, right? I've never seen it. Not as an
adult.
Not as an adult, but not this up close. But because social media is what it is, like my privileged life, I can't even fathom what this war looks like.
Yeah.
So like they show you the Russian tanks are just barreling through cars, and they show you that this building just got bombed. Like it literally got bombed right in front.
When they said that they was giving guns to civilians, I was like, oh, we just passed it. Like they're mailing us COVID tests, and even that sounds crazy. Like
Right.
you know what I mean?
Man.
So for them, because that's something like emergency, a national emergency COVID.
Yeah.
And to think, okay, your national emergency requires them to deliver you a gun.
Damn.
I'm sorry, like a lot of this, I was just like, I can't fathom this. So of course now the people in Ukraine are trying to flee the country,
But there's some who are like, we out here to fight.
There's some, and that's another side of social media that you don't like. So the president of Ukraine is like, so the U.S. basically said, "Hey, we'll get you out, so you can be safe." And he's like, "Nah, send me money, send me troops, but I'm staying here on the ground."
Good man.
And
he's
like, on the
don't
ground.
Send me a ride.
Right.
Send me weapons.
Exactly.
Something like that. Yeah.
So he's out there on the streets with his cabinet,
his wife,
and his wife.
Wow.
And they've made a law where males between 18 and 60 cannot leave the country because they are needed to fight.
Wow.
But women and children are allowed to leave. Right. So then you have all this like footage and articles of families being separated. This soldier is seen like crying, leaving his daughters with the woman in hopes that she will get across the border to Poland to bring the daughters to the mother. And so you're like, this is crazy, right? So you're like, why? Why is Putin doing this? To just take over property, right? I want them to be a part of Russia and mother. Okay, whatever. So they've had a couple of meetings between Ukraine and Russian people.
politicians.
Thank you. And
Duolingo, baby.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the word. And so to try to come to terms of what they can do and what they cannot do or whatever like that. And of course, that leads nowhere because there's no reasoning with Putin, right? So, of course, all this comes and then Biden is in the midst of this. And I watched the interview where they said to Biden, so what are you going to do about those Americans that are stuck in Ukraine? Like, what's the plan for them? Mm-hmm. And Biden was like, no plan. Like, they got to leave. Yeah. Like, we told them to leave. This was a thing that was coming that they've all seen coming, and not us because we don't look like that. So I think now it's going on a week where Putin doesn't show any sign of stopping. He also, before this all kicked off, him and China, Russia and China, had professed or showed that they had a really good friendship that know no bounds, quote unquote. So everybody's kind of nervous. Well, everybody's nervous because China is a huge has a huge army, has nuclear weapons, and as does Russia. So it's like, what's gonna happen? They're sending aid to Ukraine, such as missiles and soldiers. U.S. soldiers have been sent to the outlying countries to help assist. But then okay, so you think that's COVID, like Jen was saying, you got to deal with COVID, and now you got to deal with this war on the ground, and somehow there's still space to be racist, where there are African citizens that are in Ukraine that went to school to study or whatever, that are just trying to get out to get safe to Nigeria, to wherever they got to go, and they are being met with racism at those borders.
They're being blocked.
They're being blocked. Yeah. They're being abused. They're being detained. And it's like, are you guys... so it's those countries like Poland, and I think there's two other ones that I'll never be able to pronounce their names, that are just not allowing them to pass. So now so you see the screenshots and the messages like, for any Nigerian citizens, for any citizens, African citizens that are stuck there, call this line where they are trying to, they got a bus or they got a train or something to get you guys out. And it's like, guys, are you serious?
That's what got me when I saw that. Because, and obviously because I'm black, African, but in the face of terror, war, all these things, you can't even put shit aside.
You can't be fellow man.
I don't even believe that if aliens came that we would all band together. I no longer believe that. We didn't
band together against COVID, so we're not going to band against.
It's really discouraging, and I'll add one point to the thing with Ukraine and Russia. If you look at a map where Ukraine is, it's by the water. They got ports there, and it's to be believed that that's one of the reasons why Putin wants Ukraine, because of the access to the ports also. So it's
definitely got to be some kind of like natural resource
power play
type thing.
It all boils down to money at the end, every time. So why is leaving a country so hard? Like, it should be like leaving a job.
I think. I think
because
it's based on race, right? Yeah. But I think it's more favoritism being based on race. Like, okay, I have an option of making either my fellow Ukrainian safe or this Nigerian who just came here to go to school. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it was favoritism based on race. That's another way of being racist.
So whoever's a citizen is taken care of first,
gets
kind of thing.
And because their citizens are white European.
Yeah.
But it's still messed up.
But we have too many examples of that. We could look at like Italy, how people are treated, how black people are treated.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's still racism, but I think it's racism on top of favoritism.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, we can easily be able to, because all these news outlets being so shocked, like even you were describing what you found when you went looking. They made a point to put it in there, like, oh, these families are being torn and these men have to leave these women, and da-da. But then when stuff happened in Haiti, they weren't showing families being torn. Right. When stuff's happening in other African countries, they don't show nothing about families being torn. So it's like, when it's Europeans, all of a sudden these people are human.
Yeah, we got to band together.
And so in that situation, you've got the Africans. If these people are not really seeing us as humans the same way as they see Europeans as humans, then it's like, okay, we got to save them because those are people, and these people, whatever happens to them happens.
They're expendable.
It pisses me off so much, but then I have to stop, because what's the solution, right? Yeah. Say we all left whatever country we were in and all went to Africa, right? And just Wakanda all over the place, all the ideas, entertainment, innovation just stayed amongst us. They would try to invade anyways.
Again.
So, like, what do we even do, yo? This is crazy. Yeah. Like, and when we try to, like, explain it to people who aren't of color, we can use all the words. We can show you all the movies. You can see all the stuff. You don't get it.
They won't get it.
You don't get it. When I walk into a market basket and people are looking at me, it's not me. It's not me doing it to myself saying, like, it's not fake. You know what I'm saying? No. And the feeling that I get, even if it's just one person, is of fear because of history and because of the present. I'm tired.
Yeah. In history, like we said last week, isn't that long ago, because the queen, who was queen before any of these countries became independent, is still queen now. Right. They talking about her and her damn COVID again today on the news.
Right.
Come on, man. And think about, again, I'm not a history buff, but I don't know of a lot of... so there's civil war in Africa. We fight each other, which is no different than here in the U.S., right? We always fighting each other. But when's the last time an African country went to invade a country in another continent?
All we do is talk about each other's jollof rice.
That's it. We just handle our stuff amongst each other.
Ourselves, yeah. Yep.
So, like, what? We don't be bothering nobody. Yep. We really don't bother nobody. Yep. We eat your Chinese food. We eat your whatever food. We go to visit this country. We go here. We study here. We bring our money from Africa to go and study there.
And then we let these foreign countries into Africa to start new
companies.
Come on,
man. Yeah. They got contracts to build roads in Africa. They got contracts to solar, whatever, all this stuff. We ain't bothering nobody, yo. Yep. This is so frustrating.
It's so many sides of this is frustrating.
War sucks, of course.
I was going to say, once again, we're not taking away from the destruction going on in Ukraine. Yeah. Definitely sympathize with those people, but we're just talking about simply the people who are not looking at that as tragedy for everybody.
Right.
And who are saying, well, this tragedy is bigger for these people and not for these people.
Right. Human rights for humans, yo. Unless you don't think we're human.
Because if there was no video, it'd be different. But we're seeing actual videos of people who are all the same color still being inside of a train. So... That's a wild coincidence for a country that's, I don't know the percentage, but that percentage of black to white has to be very small.
Oh, yeah.
That ratio is very small. So for me to see a train, a bus, or whatever, a video where it's 95% black people, that has to be
something. Yep.
It's something so
deliberate.
deeply embedded, man, that we can't even get out. I don't know what the solution is, man. I don't know.
Another side of this that actually made me think of you. Yeah, it's not our own thing though. So in this war going on, they've
no man is safe from.
Yeah. Yes. So they've set up sanctions against Russia. A lot of Russian assets are here on U.S. land. Mm-hmm. So now Russia's cut off from that, as well as a lot of other things that I can't remember. Actually, Clarabo's cousin works for Citibank, and Citibank has a bank in the Ukraine. Okay. That they are, just trying to figure out how to navigate that, because you obviously in the midst of war, you have all the cyber war that could happen as well. Mm-hmm. So I was reading something that is saying that, who knows how long Russia is going to be able to keep this up now that they're being cut off from a large chunk of their assets. And just that what it might be doing to the stock market home here. Yeah. Because over there, I think it's crashed completely. They're not even open. But I think they were saying that this might affect our housing market here and cause it to crash again.
Yeah, so the some of the trading platforms did send out a communication to users to say, hey, you may see fluctuation in the market. That's just part of war. I'm just, paraphrasing. But in terms of impact so far, the market's been so bad for a little while anyways.
So it's like,
yeah, and with the stuff that I told you guys about Rivian yesterday, the stock plummeted today.
So that's what I was
naturally.
thinking. Yeah. Is the price increase due to the war?
Yeah, I think that they announced it strategically around this time. Okay. Because you can tie it up with everything, right? Inflation, the war, blah, 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 all these other uncertain things. Mm-hmm. But that product definitely took a hit to the stock market. But other stuff, it'll recover. It's no different than other wars. It goes down. People get rich during this time. They buy when stuff is down.
And so that's a part of it that made me think of you as, again, not that I want to capitalize on other people's misfortune, but what's the
it's allowed.
What can we do to capitalize on this?
Yeah. Good. I like that you said this. Yeah. All right. So what I'll say to anybody that's dabbled in the stock market, as Darren mentioned, there's an impact to stocks and investments during war. This is the time to buy. You may look at a stock's history and say, damn, if I would have bought 5 years ago, or if I would have bought 4 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever, now's the time. Just look at the last year or 6 months of a stock's activity. And if it's down compared to 6 months ago, dive in, because when all this stuff is over,
it's going to go back up.
And you'll be okay, but you have to allow time for it. So, and I'd say again, I'm not a professional. I'm not a financial blah 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 blah. Being stupid. Don't listen to him. Start looking at the bigger marquee ones that you may have been scared of before. Shenny actually mentioned to me Google. Although it's expensive right now, they're going to be doing a split in June. Meaning, I think their stock is like, I don't know, but you could buy fractions of a share. Mm-hmm. So, say Google's stock is $2,000 a share. In June, they're going to divide that by 4. So, if you bought 1 share now, you'll now have 4 shares at that new price. Oh, wow. But the good thing about it is it makes it more affordable, so more people buy it, driving up that price. Yeah. Same thing happened with Tesla, Apple, all these different things. So, Google's a good one to look into. Amazon is always a good one. I've dabbled with stocks hoping that they bubble. 3 electric companies have screwed me so far. So go with the brands that are strong. Go with the brands you know. Ford is pretty low right now. It's in the teens, but they're working on a separate electric unit. So they'll still do their gas cars, but they're going to have a whole electric division where they're releasing those vehicles. So that stock is expected to perform a little better. And it's at a price where you could buy a good amount and not have it hurt you. Mm-hmm. And Ford does dividends, meaning quarterly you'll get a certain amount based on how many shares you have. Okay. So, look into stocks, y'all. It's a good time. Don't be scared. Use that tax money. Don't buy clothes solely. Put some of that stuff in and make some bread. Yeah.
Awesome.
So 2 things that I wanted to quickly touch on with this Ukraine thing. I don't know if you guys talked about it when I stepped away. 1, did you guys talk about the way modern people support and how like Americans have tried to support Ukraine?
Social media activism?
We did
the poem?
Yeah.
What was it? Vladimir Putin, if I was your mother. That one?
Oh, I didn't know about the poem.
You didn't see the If I Was Your Mother?
No.
I wish we could stop so y'all could see this ridiculousness.
Why can't we?
Well, anyway, we will.
Yeah, well, afterwards.
But the one with the vodka is one that we've been talking about all week.
Oh, I haven't seen this.
That's...
So, Russia makes a lot of vodka.
Oh, is this the Tito's
I'm
thing?
slow.
So there's bars that have Russian vodka on the shelves. And they have been like, we're not going to sell Russian vodka. And, what does that do? That makes people who want to feel like they're doing something go to your bar. This is the bar I saw on TV that's not... So they're making money off of saying they're going to sell Russian vodka. Then there's another bar in Vegas, I believe it was, where the word that was used was allowing. They're allowing people to buy $300 bottles of Russian vodka and pour it out.
See, America? It's a parody. All of this.
We are allowing you to buy a $300 bottle so you can pour it out.
And the fact that you worded it so people think it's a privilege.
It's a good thing.
Oh, they gonna let me buy this expensive bottle.
It wasn't outlawed.
I can film myself on social media pouring it down the drain. You just paid them $300 for a bottle of vodka that was
cost
like
them $40.
Not even.
Russian vodka. That's the one with the plastic bottles.
Pop off.
And the red caps.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Yeah. No.
You just helped them out because they've already paid for that inventory.
And they paid $12 for the bottle, if that.
And they paid Russia already. Russia got that money. You ain't doing nothing.
And meanwhile, you have reports in Ukraine that bars are leaving empty bottles to make
Molotov?
Yes.
Oh.
On the streets for the civilians.
Oh, dear.
Wow.
Damn, stuff is different, bro. Oh, that's scary.
Wow.
That is scary. One other thing about this war that I hate, and it's part of war, but it also falls in line with the president of Ukraine is saying. I know you don't watch boxing, but Jen, old school boxing, Vladimir, the Klitschko brothers, who fought against Lennox Lewis, the current champion, or
he was
former
always on
champion,
HBO.
Joshua Clottey. I mean, not Joshua Clottey. Look at me.
Look at you.
Anthony Joshua. But the Klitschko brothers, who are legends, Hall of Fame boxers, said we're going to go and fight for Ukraine. A current boxer, Vasily Lomachenko, who is a beast.
Nicely done.
Beast. Suited up, ready to fight for Ukraine.
Yeah, them Ukrainians, they are not punks. I tell you that.
Oh no.
They are.
But if something happens to them, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. It's insane. There is, I don't know if you guys seen it. There is a clip of like an older lady kind of going back and forth with a Russian soldier, and she pretty much says, "Put these sunflower seeds in your pocket so that when you die, your body will sprout."
Make a flower. Whoa.
Now I saw that, but then I also saw something that said that wasn't true. So but either way, powerful. But then there's propaganda from both sides, and we don't have to stay on this because it's how the media plays it. But like how Jen was saying, you got one side where you're showing women and children can leave, but men have to stay. What do they do about other genders? But it's fine. Equality. So that makes you feel bad and support Ukraine, right? But then there's the propaganda. But then there's the propaganda of look at how Ukraine is treating black people. So you have stuff coming from both sides. It's like,
but that's not Ukraine that was doing that. I think it was.
It wasn't in Ukraine?
Isn't it the bordering authorities that are doing that?
I didn't know if that was when they were trying to get on the buses or get off the buses, so I'm not sure.
But that's the other war that people aren't talking about.
Yeah.
So the war for people's hearts and opinions that's fought on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. Right. Is Twitch still a thing?
Yeah.
Okay. TikTok, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's where you get the activism from other countries because, I don't like how they treated black people, so it's whatever. Or I don't like how y'all are treating Ukraine or people, period. Why are we fighting a war? But there's different ways that this stuff is fought nowadays. It's so weird. Like when you really stand back and look at this, it's I don't know, man. And at the end of the day, why?
And so I don't know if I should talk about it on the podcast because this goes on YouTube and stuff, but I have theories.
Let's go. Shut us down.
Because I'm not a conspiracy theorist, guys. This is not stuff I saw on the internet. This is just me using my own mental mind. Okay.
She has a nice mind.
It's round in some places. Gorgeous mind.
Gorgeous.
So I saw something on the news briefly that I was like, oh shoot. So backing up, for a long time, everybody's been saying, how come Trump and Putin are so close? There's something there. Putin has something on Trump. People have saying that for a long time, right? Because no matter what Putin would say or do when he was in office, Trump would back him up and would never go the other way.
Never denounce. Never.
And so with this, you know, they said on the news, it was like a real brief, like half a sentence, that they're not talking about Trump got impeached a second time because he was trying to put pressure on the Ukrainian president.
Tell me more.
So now, just because I was like, I forgot to talk about it, so I just pulled it up on the Wikipedia, which is Wikipedia's, I don't know, people just into stuff, but whatever. It says, efforts by U.S. President Donald Trump to coerce Ukraine and other countries into providing damaging narratives about the 2020 Democratic Party candidate Joe Biden, and I remember that's what it was. Basically, he was trying to get Ukraine to look into Biden and his son and get information on him, and so that he could use it against him in the election. And they wouldn't do it. So, fine. So it's like, okay, if I asked you to look into this thing and you didn't do it because I wanted to win this election, and I can call my boy next door,
right next door,
and be like, yo,
take them out.
We told them they didn't follow suit. That's, to me, the only thing that really makes sense, because all this other shit, borders, ports, that's all that makes sense on the surface, but they've been had them ports. They've been at that water. Russia been, you know what I'm saying? Like, none of that's new. USSR been broken up since we were kids. Like, none of that's new, but this is okay. Because, I mean, Biden just gave his Bing Bong, his first State of the Union last night.
That's crazy.
The election was a year and a half ago.
That is crazy. Wow.
The coincidence is a bit much. Less than a year and a half after he got impeached for trying to get you guys to help him get dirt for this election that he lost. And then when he did that, allegedly, supposedly, whatever word I'm supposed to put in there because I wasn't there, then the January 6th thing, and there's all these people who try to spin it like that didn't really happen. Like, we didn't watch it in real time.
People
like,
are trying to spin that like it didn't happen?
Like, the politicians, a lot of Republicans. Like, we were all here. We watched it happen in real time. What are you talking about? Why are you trying to convince me that didn't happen?
What was that camera that just was up at the top just staring, had nothing better to do but stare? What channel was that?
Oh, C-SPAN?
Thank you.
Yes. It was on C-SPAN. It was on free C-SPAN.
That camera was like...
Whoa.
They came and took the vice president right on C-SPAN. I seen it. I was at work on my laptop. I seen it.
Jesus Christ.
And you guys are all sitting there like, no, they were just on a tour.
What?
No, they weren't. You guys are grown people. You guys
are trying very hard.
Is lying a crime?
It's supposed to be. In certain instances, but in the instance that is a crime, these people refuse to show up. So they get subpoenaed. They're supposed to be coming to court. They're like, nah, I'd rather not.
So why? Okay, so explain to me why I'm supposed to care about laws, systems. Why? Tell me honestly.
I don't know. It makes you feel good.
Who makes who feel good?
I don't know. That's the reason. There's nothing better.
This is crazy.
It makes you feel good that you follow the rules.
Yeah, it'll make me feel good.
Yeah,
this is crazy.
I'm a beverage friend.
I don't know. I want to have to pee.
I did.
Yo, tell us about your hoodie that you're wearing. Yo, I like that.
Oh, this whole thing.
I'm kind of hating. I ain't gonna lie. That sure look nice.
You should hate. This is good quality.
What a shot too.
I couldn't wait to wear it on the pod. I wore it a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, today I was like, you know what? I can wear it again.
So for those people that don't know what I'm talking about,
show the
that's in there. Look at my titty.
Jen is wearing a beautiful hoodie.
So I ordered this from our good friend Just In Case.
Yep.
At I know justincase.com. So if you don't know Just In Case somehow, first of all, pull that rock up off your head. Second of all, he is a photographer.
Made us look good.
Hey, yeah.
He definitely did
our photos. Thank you again. He's based out of Providence, and he takes a lot of pictures of a lot of gorgeous stuff.
Gorgeous.
And he has a lot of photos of Providence and the surrounding area. And what he's done is he's now put out a series of PVD hoodies and tees where the backdrop of the lettering is photos that he's taken. There's a bunch of them. And last I saw, he was also doing a Pawtucket one, but I'm not sure.
Oh, that'll ring off.
Yeah. Yeah. He should make the P look like the Paw Sox P.
You can't.
Oh, yeah.
It's in Worcester now.
In the Worcester.
That's even more reason why you should do it. It's nostalgic.
Oh yeah.
But anywho, that's not why we're here. But well, we're here because we want to be here, and I'm promoting this because I want to. This is not a sponsored ad. So if you really like this hoodie, there's different types. This one has the Rhode Island State House, I believe, right here.
Is that what that is?
I think so. It's kind of cut off a little bit, and then there's a bunch of other stuff. There's the
Nice
Omni Hotel,
downtown Providence.
That's actually where we stayed for Valentine's Day.
Look at y'all, fancy pants.
The Biltmore where we had our prom and you had your wedding.
Hey.
Look at that.
It's pretty cool, right?
Wow.
Oh, okay.
That's a fire shot.
I recognize this.
This thing,
little
right?
patch of. I think that's across the street from the mall. Maybe, I don't know.
I'm looking at it upside down. I'm not really sure. But yeah,
now the mall over there.
No, the mall's over here somewhere, I think.
Oh, well.
Yeah. That's fire though. That's a dope shot.
Yeah,
and
this
nice...
looks like it might be old, like a older shot. This might be where the bridge is. But this was probably before then.
Oh, okay.
With the sunflowers and stuff.
Oh,
I could be wrong,
okay.
but
Yeah.
I'll have to ask him.
That's a nice high res photo on there. That is super fire.
So yeah, so on Instagram you could do at I know just in case.
Yep.
And like I said, I know justincase.com if you want to order. If you're local in Rhode Island, he can deliver, so you don't have to pay for shipping, or you can ship if you're not here, or if you just want to ship anyway. So yeah, cool stuff.
No, very dope.
Thank
I like
you
that hoodie a
for
lot.
bringing it up because I've been meaning to.
Got to, yo. It's just staring at me in tins. Shoot. What happened over the weekend that I missed? Well, we missed.
You talk about the basketball game.
Me and my wife started a new show. So we just kind of finished it, actually. Love is Blind. No? Jen?
No.
Is it a reality show?
Yeah. This show, so you guys know I like mess. You know I'm in for good mess, right? Jen, you know.
Oh, I know.
You know I'm in for good, like, especially like couple mess.
Look at Darren.
Oh man.
I just realized he means a reality show. Go ahead.
But this show is crazy. So the premise
Tell me about a
behind
girl.
The premise behind it, they take about I think 15 men and women, and they put them like on make them stay in a place or whatever, and they do like blind dates. So they get into a room. They call it pods. There's a wall separating them. And they can't see each other, but they can talk.
Right.
And you're supposed to date the person, get to know them, and they spend 10 weeks doing this, I think, or 10 days. I don't know. One of those two. I know very drastic.
Probably 10 days. Yeah.
And so, and then after the time, you the couple have the like, let's say they want to continue their relationship, they propose. The guy would propose to the girl.
What kind of propose?
Like propose, like, will you marry me? Propose.
Marriage.
After 10 days?
Without seeing the person.
Because they... Wasn't there...
There's love at first sight.
Ah,
or
thank you.
marriage at first sight, something like that.
Some
But what
like
about
that.
the one on Netflix where the dude was gay, but he told her later? Or
Yeah.
like that? Is that the same show?
Yes, I think that's season 1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think that's season
we
1.
talked about it here.
Yeah, we did. Because Dennis, shout out to Dennis, is the one who told Clara to watch this. So I think she blew through the first season, and then she started the second season with me. And I was like, yo, like, I usually don't like shows like this, but I was like, okay, play the next story of mess. Come on, let's go. Like, I was, and then that now.
Why you making the thing? Please hit skip.
Hurry up, come on.
Hit skip.
Come on, you see the timer, let's go.
Hit skip.
Right
Yeah,
now,
we're still watching Stupid.
now it's 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, yo.
3 a.m.
This
Go
shit's
ahead, brother.
crazy. It's a human experiment, right? And of course, you're watching this, and you can't help what would you do if, like, could you ever, those conversations. Okay, and then the couples, eventually, they propose, and they accept, and so they follow the journey of these 5 couples that the first time they see each other is, like, the day after they propose. So, hey, will you marry me? Yes, I'm so happy right now. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. And then they go back to their little living quarters, and then they see each other for the first time, right? And so the one couple that, like, there's an Indian couple who they have very similar upbringings where they both moved to the country at a young age. They primarily dated white people. They've not really dated Indian people, so they happen to choose each other. And so as they're getting to know each other, you know, you're asking these questions like, what's your family like? What's your values or religion, blah, blah, blah. But the guy, I say shallow, because he can't help but want to know what she looks like, mainly if she's big or not.
Okay.
Because he's I'm not gonna say skinny, but he's not like me and you.
Yeah.
So they're talking.
Me and you.
Yeah, he's not like we're big black guys.
Proceed.
Right, Bill?
My work here is done.
You're not a big black guy. and this guy is not that. Bib.
I'm here, man. I'm still here.
All right, cool. So, the behind the walls, and the girl says to him, like, "What do you like to do? Like to go on concerts and stuff like that."
And he's like, "How much do you weigh?"
Even more. I wish.
Are you a whale?
That would have been better. But he said to her, "If I were to put you on my shoulders, would I have a hard time?" I said, "My friend."
Yo.
My friend.
And she agreed to stick with this guy?
Oh, man.
Yo, what's up, man?
Oh, man. And so, of course, she's such a... spoiler, I try not to spoil too much of it, but... so the Indian girl happened to be, like, really pretty. Not happened, but she was really pretty. Had really good personality. Really accepting of it. So when they proposed, they met. You could see the guy go from hot to, like, oh, my gosh, she's beautiful. Hands all over her. Trying to make out with her to, like, cold. Like, and he pretty much is not attracted to her, right?
Because he's used to dating white women.
She's very different from what he's used to. So
that's crazy.
After they get out of this period, then they go to the next period where they spend like a vacation, maybe a weekend or a couple of days vacation, and they get to know each other there, whatever, cool. And then they go back to the real world. We live in an apartment. They meet each other's families.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's a whole crazy thing. They meet each other's families. They pretty much say, hey, we're getting married, and they plan a wedding in literally 4 weeks, and then they get to the aisle to the wedding, and there in front of their families, they have to make the decision if they're going to get married or not. They're dressed, wedding cake, everything is there, Bim. The whole shebang bang. And there, the person, the priest, me, would say, do you take him to be your love-letter husband? Do you take her? And so, of course, you're watching this, and we make our own formulations on these couples. And I found myself being very toxic, Bim. Towards a fellow man.
You see me sit up?
Yeah.
Talk to me, because this is some ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous.
We both sat up.
It's crazy. So this is guy Sal, right? Mm-hmm. Sal is he's a younger Spanish guy. He's dating a very attractive, pretty Spanish woman, and he's very emotional, very in touch with his feelings now. So I know I'm not emotional, and I know that when I see a man being emotional, I'm like, ah. Like, you don't need to do all that. But, yeah, right.
Bing bong.
But whatever, cool. The girl actually chose him over somebody else, and so you follow their relationship. And he's first off, on top of being emotional, he sings. I've studied opera. It reminded me of
Drake? No,
you close. It reminded me of Divine Favor.
Wow. Because he stepped and pointed at me like that's my boy.
Because he was like, oh, I studied opera for 4 years, and it made me to trumpet. All right, so this guy, he has a little stupid ukulele, and he's singing all this garbage to the girl, and you can see in the girl's eyes, she's like. I need you to man up. Like to me, that's what I'm thinking. Like if you watch it, or if I
can picture it. It's fine.
So she's like I love Sal so much, and he's so in tune, and he gives me what I need. And it's like, yeah, but I can see that she's like, yo, like I need you like to man up, like I need you like to hug me.
She used the word love for real.
They have been spewing love.
It's kind of like Big Brother. Like after a week, they're all like, "Oh my God, I love you." Somebody gets kicked off.
That friend love quotes is I'll accept that.
No, this is like I love you.
There's people who've met in the Big Brother house and had relationships and got married afterwards.
Yeah.
And have kids.
This is their like, I love you.
They meet you because in that situation you're so immersed with getting to know them.
Yes.
At like such a fast
very fast. They have no phones. They have no distractions. So it's literally this person. Right.
This is terrible shit for human beings.
It is.
But it's so messy.
All these human experiences we talk about them all the time.
So of course we're watching it and we're like, Mallory, don't go after Sal. Like you're fucking up. And of course she goes after Sal. And so again, he's a little twerp. Like I don't pushing his head in the sand like a little twerp guy. And of course he cries. He saw Mallory, his fiance, having a conversation with one of the other guys that she liked. They were just talking, nothing serious. He saw that and he ran away crying. He literally ran away crying. You don't need that, Mallory. You don't need that, Mallory. Cool. Funny part. They're on the beach. They're having a good time with the other couples. the other couples. And everybody's like, let's go in the water. The girls jump on the man's back. They pick up the woman. Sal picks Mallory.
Oh, he fell over.
They both fall because he's not strong. He doesn't have strength. Fine.
She's going to cheat on this man so bad.
Cool. The whole time me and Clara are like, yo, she don't deserve him. She doesn't need him. Like he doesn't deserve her. They went on a picnic. So the thing I had to keep in mind with these shows is like they cut it and they do film trick
editing, yes sir,
so that it looks a certain way,
right?
So at one point they show you Mallory's walking. She has like a big basket or something. She's like, ugh. And he's like at the top of like a hill with a little stupid ukulele guitar, whatever.
You got that?
No, I didn't. I know. And he's singing some stupid song to her
as she's carrying.
She puts the box down and she's like, she's like, he's such a pussy. Like I'm pretty sure in her head she's like, he is the biggest pussy I've ever been in my life.
Doesn't care about this podcast.
I don't care, right? And so mind you, I'm saying all this to the wife, and my wife is like, you're crazy. Like you're a crazy person, right?
Keep going.
I won't.
I'm with you.
I'll stop around.
No, I'm
here.
with you. Go ahead.
No. So then it gets to like I said, the wedding, the dressed whole thing, walk down the aisle, parents walk you down the aisle, okay, we gathered here today, and they say their own little couple things, and then they go, okay, time to make the decision. Do you take him? And of course they have to make it drastic, and then the woman says, when I first met you in the pod, I knew in this, and then I do. And then the guy will say some dumb shit, blah, 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 and I do, right? And yeah, everybody. And you're like, okay, cool. We go to the next couple. We get to, I'll take Mallory and Sal. Again, the whole time you're thinking Mallory's too good for this guy. Mm-hmm. But she's in it. She's the wedding day. I'm so happy. I just want our families to be together. I can't wait to start my life. My married life. I heard the word marriage so many times. Whatever, cool. We get to the aisle, and Sal goes, Mallory, you've been my best friend. I can't think of love you, but I cannot marry you. See, you told me to watch the Kanye thing. I stopped the Kanye thing to watch this today because I was like, oh shit, I forgot. I have to finish it. And at work, I was like, oh,
yo. So, what? I get it, entertainment, but I can't turn this off. I can't help but see that those are human beings with feelings
that are now destroyed.
So, what are we doing? I don't get it.
All of it is destroyed. All of it. As if I'm in the crowd as a parent, as a guest, as the parent of the person who said no, as the ordained minister, as the caterer.
And if it's for the look, right? If these people are doing it so that they can get social media popularity, hopefully get on another show, I get the hustle because that's what happens, on like The Bachelor or whatever, all that stuff. But again, I can't separate the two. Maybe I'm too old to understand the game, but like even my beloved cooking shows, even those, it is so hard. The stuff that they make them do in like a half hour, whatever.
Yep.
And then you send people home. People are crying. You're away from your kids. You're struggling to try. It's so hard. Why are we doing this, yo? What's going on?
We talk about it all the time, like Chopped.
Yeah.
Like you give them 20 minutes, 30 minutes to do these
impossible
meals.
feats.
Just give them an hour.
And to win,
What does it matter?
and to win $10,000 is going to be taxed. So it's going to be, I don't know, $7,000. And where does that get you? You're already a chef. You work 6 days a week. That's money's gone. Yep. So you did all of that and stress yourself out. And not everybody wins, obviously. So what do we...
You went through the very grueling process to get here. And this is what you have to show for it.
And you go back home when you're done.
And people know you. Oh, hey, Jay, you was on Chop, right?
You were this close.
You were that close, huh? All right, I'll take a burger with a little bit of pink.
Some pink.
Some pink.
Speaking of game shows.
Oh, my God.
So, I love them. We have Vizio TVs.
Okay.
And they have like the free channels, like I guess Roku's do too.
Yeah. And Samsung.
Oh, that's good. My Samsung is old, so whatever.
The big one, right?
Yeah, it's nice. It's so nice. I don't even want to talk about where that's at right now. I'll tell you later. But you're gonna be so upset because I'm upset. But
because you got mad TVs already. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there was no use for it. We tried. But yeah. So every time I've seen those Vizio channels, I never really get into them because there's always something else to watch. So I started, and I like how they're organized, where it has like the reality show channels all together, all the news channels together. It's because there's a lot of channels. If you haven't seen it, if you have a Roku, Vizio TV, like you said, a Samsung TV, any kind of smart TV, look for whatever they call it on your TV. There's a bunch of free channels.
Oh yeah.
If you have Wi-Fi. So they have a whole section of game shows and reality TV. And there's one channel that only plays Price is Right from the Bob Barker era.
Stop it.
24/7, goddammit.
You were in heaven. Look at you.
24. Anytime I can't think of what to put on, I put it on this channel.
Yeah.
Because it's from like the 70s and 80s. And it's like, it's so funny kind of seeing what... Yesterday they gave out this like hang glider airplane thing.
That used to be a thing. Yeah.
That you sit in
yeah.
and then you fly. I'm like, the 80s was a crazy time. Mm-hmm. Imagine that, Darren. You just won this hang glider.
I gotta run.
There was no walls. You just, not even run. You sit in it. I don't know how it takes off.
You have to run in it.
Oh, is that how you do it?
Sit, right?
I don't know.
So the hang glider, there's a traditional where you run and then you're hanging forward. But sitting, I never saw
I took a picture of the TV as fast as I could.
Is it a paraglider or a hang glider?
No, it's an airplane.
Oh, what?
Is Price Right the one that you guys said sounds like Nigerian music?
Price is Right?
Price is Right? Sorry.
Okay. That does sound like a Nigerian song. That's funny.
Is it because of the...
Stop.
No, you guys
That's
are
probably
dumb.
why my dad wanted to watch that.
When you do it like that.
How you not here?
That's not how it sounds?
That's high life music.
High life.
High life music.
Oh, yeah, one of those. Yeah, they did used to give that away. Yo.
I can't stop thinking it now.
Shut up. Yo, those channels, there's a game show joint where they only show ones from like the 80s and 90s. There's also a channel.
There's two different ones. There's Buzzer and there's Game Show Central.
Yes.
And it looks like Game Show Central is showing what Game Show Network has. Mm-hmm. And I love Game Show Network. And they took it off the sling, so I was souped. America says
they got a lot of shit. There's a channel, I don't know if it's the same on yours, but the Samsung joint, dedicated to, drum roll, Bob Ross paintings.
You crazy, man.
You know...
You're stupid.
Just
happy accident. Yeah. Ain't no mistakes, Bob. God bless you, sir. Yeah.
I did stumble on a channel a little while back because I started watching it. I was like sober. I wasn't drinking anything. So yeah,
that sucks.
So it's always fun watching that because it's like the prices of things obviously is so different now.
Oh, come on, lay it on me.
Yeah, so they keep giving away this Mazda hatchback. And it's always about the same price. Is it
about $350 a month?
Because Darren will time travel like right now. He will time travel right now.
Darren, you better not show what a Mazda hatchback.
And they're always like earth tones. Like the first couple times they were burgundy, but the one yesterday was brown, like a nice
like a maroon brown.
Nah, it was just like brown. Like they don't even make cars that.
They don't make
brown
brown anymore.
They used to make brown cars with black bumpers.
Can you imagine?
But not no more.
Brown, tan.
Yo, I got brown cars. So
I can't think of many things design wise from the.
Your car now? This not that kind of brown.
No, I know it's like
doodle brown.
Like brown.
Yeah, doodle brown.
Mahogany.
Like if you're drawing a tree, the trunk part.
Yeah, nasty. The nothing design wise from like late 70s, early
80s.
All 80s is around now. The last thing that I saw was CCRI Warwick building.
Yeah.
Ill. Have you been inside that one?
The Warwick
I always
The
think
Warwick
of
one.
classical was like that too.
That's right, 70s, like stuck in the 70s. And actually, the Lincoln campus, CCRI, I haven't been there in a long time, but it was like 70s. The carpet, everything.
Oh, I don't remember the inside of the Warwick campus.
Even
It's
the outside
like a
of the
prison.
building, that round cement.
Yeah.
It looks like a correctional facility.
I think I saw a meme recently. I think one of the Rhode Island pages posted it. It was like a picture of CCRI and it says something like, "Oh, so you said you have an architect's apartment?" And it was just like, yo, when's that? I was like, that's funny.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so it's fun. So yeah, the Mazda's always somewhere between 62 and 6,700.
Wow.
They did one where it's the Mazda.
100.
80s, baby.
They only have 4 digits. I'm like, she gonna win this car and there's only 4 digits up there, bruh. What we about to do?
Look at inflation, yo. Look at inflation.
Yo, but then there's some stuff that's still the same price. Like appliance, like handheld appliance type
Okay.
stuff, like the Bissell handheld sweeper vacuums.
Come on now.
They're like $40-$50. Today you go to Lowe's, $40-$50.
That is true. Yeah, certain things can't just by nature of the product. You're not gonna have a home appliance for $300, like some simple shit.
But something like a microwave or a radio, that was a big deal. It was new technology, so they're bidding on them. It's like $700.
Yo, a radio.
A microwave.
Microwave.
A micro-owned.
The one that keeps getting us is they keep giving away ceiling fans, but they call them ceiling light fans or something, or light fans, and we're like, what the hell's a light fan?
Because the other one's just with a fan. Now
Or-
there's a
or
light
light.
in it. Or a light.
It can't be both.
Can't be both.
Can't be
Until
both.
now.
Until now, they
Bum, bum, ba-da.
Man, give me a price. Dun, dun. And the other thing about it is, we talk about all the time how the times are different. So things that were okay back then, even when we talk about the Cosby thing, not okay now. And Bob Barker, I don't think he's a dirty man. I think he was just a regular
But
man.
he used to kiss a lot.
Every woman
Yeah.
contestant kissed him. The ratio of female contestants to male was wild.
My nigga.
You could tell that they, like, now when I watch it, I'm like, okay, now I see why so many prizes are geared towards women.
Yeah.
Now there's there's male models on the show. There's probably even males to females in the.
Boring.
Yeah, but back then it was them girls. It was Chrissy and them, and the one we watched last night. So you know how 3 people from each half will win their or lose their game. Then they go spin the wheel.
Yep.
And whoever was the top winner of that half would be the last person.
They'd battle the other person.
Would be the last person to spin
Oh, okay.
the wheel. That's how they decide the order of the spins.
Gotcha. I never knew that.
Yeah,
Oh.
so the person who won the least in that half would spin first, then middle, and then the last. So the girl who won the most in that half had a really short skirt on.
I used to wonder about that when the skirts and they would come and spin and try to not bend all the way down, but kind of.
And that's crazy in itself. So he said out loud,
Oh boy.
"Oh, there's something like there's a way how things seem to work out because you're," and I didn't see where this was going, right? He's like, "You're the top winner, so you spin last, so you've got to stand here, but you've got that little itty bitty skirt, and the fan's right here, so it's blowing up your little itty bitty skirt."
Yo.
Bob.
So
Bobby.
he's basically saying like, "Look at God, look at God." We're
All right.
watching this like, ooh,
Bobby.
boy.
So let's appreciate a little misogyny for old time's sake, right? so, right? It's a period piece. It's a period piece. So we can speak to that. How many do you think Bob was knocking down?
You was slaying
Come
them,
on,
sure.
come on.
Without
man.
even a problem.
I'm abusing my power. I don't care. Damn, what a time. Damn.
And then he just kept going, like, even when she went to spin, he's like, "Oh, here she was with a little itty bitty skirt again," and she's like,
And everybody's like,
and she was the only one who I actually saw since I've been watching it, who actually said something back. She was like, "That's not funny."
Oh.
And he was like, "I know that's not funny," but then he kept going.
Because misogyny.
The other women, if they
now we've opened it up. Now there's gonna be a documentary that comes out.
They better not.
They better not.
The wheel of Bob.
The wheel of terror.
That better not. It's funny because Q was like, "Yo, when did he die?" I was like, "He's alive."
Yeah.
He's like, "What?" Bob Barker's absolutely alive.
Still alive.
That's why he has his own channel, because he's making money off of this.
Yeah.
There's been prices are before and after him.
Yeah, but who's doing it now? Drew Carey still?
He's got that gig.
See, hold on. He gonna be kissing girls? No.
Imagine Drew Carey try to kiss you.
Nah. See, man, bring it back. Bring it back, man. Yo, honestly,
Imagine Steve Harvey trying to kiss the women on Family Feud.
who's the other creep on Family Feud that would kiss women on the mouth back in the 70s or whatever? Yeah, he was like on. You ain't seen the clip?
You never seen them? They wasn't even the clip. Any episode from back then. I used to watch the old Richard Dawson.
Yeah, like, oh, hello. Right in front of somebody's husband, too. Yeah.
It wasn't like how it is now where it's a kiss. Like, ew. It was like, oh, thank you. I just want,
and he'll just, like, slowly,
same thing with
too.
Price is Right.
Oh, he would mouth kiss?
No, he was doing, they were all cheek kissing him. But every female that came up on stage, it was almost like they all thought it was their duty to kiss him if they win.
God bless him.
It was.
God bless. Man, Darren, remind me when we go out to celebrate the Rams. I got to talk to you. I had an epiphany that will only stay between me and you.
Yay!
Jen, I can't. I can't. I know. Jen, I know. Jen, I know, but it's dangerous.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
It's dangerous territory.
I can't wait.
I have to vet it.
I can't. It's not going to go anywhere good with me.
Us
It's
being
going to get
friends and
much
having a group chat is already dangerous territory.
Jen,
what is too good for me? Okay.
But this one, I was.
Oh, man, I can't wait.
I do my best thinking in the shower.
Oh, man.
And this one froze me, yo.
Oh,
I was
man.
like, yo, hold on.
Oh, dear.
We'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk.
Oh, dear, I can't wait.
Look at this.
Okay, let's change the subject. Jen,
what?
I have the most craziest chicken fact to tell you.
Oh, the chicken fact.
The chicken fact.
Could we wrap on the chicken fact?
Yeah.
I gotta go see the wife.
Yeah. Right, oh, yeah, you gotta get home. So first, a stupid joke. Hey, Bim.
Oh, for me, yes.
Yes.
I won't look at anyone. I'll just listen.
Why was the chicken famous?
Oh, hold on. Give me a second.
This is. I think this is a dumb joke. Celeste told me. I laughed. I said it's dumb, but I gotta tell Bim. So why was the chicken famous?
Why was the chicken famous? Why was the chicken?
Because he crossed the road.
Nope.
Famous.
It's please lower your standards.
You know what? I'll just let it alone then.
Okay, you ready?
Go.
Because.
You put the head on. You put the head on. Oh boy.
Yo, Celeste told me, I was like, okay, I can't. I'm mad that I find this funny, but okay.
Oh my God.
Chicken fact for you.
Go.
So you can wash it out of your head.
Oh my God.
So our chickens have been laying eggs, right? I started at 1, and the other day we got 3. So all 3 of them are going to work. It's kind of cool. But yesterday he came no eggs. So I'm like, oh, the chickens didn't give any eggs. So that's weird.
They're off on Tuesdays.
Right?
Jen.
Clara goes, oh, has it been 21 days since they started laying eggs? And I said, huh? Apparently, chickens lay eggs in the opposite way that a woman's period works.
Oh.
They drop eggs
every day.
Every day for 3 weeks. And then for the last week, they drop no eggs.
Lazy.
He put it on the head. He put it on the head again. He put it on fully. If you don't listen to us on YouTube, blah, 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 go to YouTube, the Please Leave This podcast, and look at this clown.
But you still ain't wore that to collect eggs, though.
Nah, actually, today when I got home, I went to go check on them, and Carter usually beats me to it, but I got home before everybody. So when I opened the hatch, I've never seen them do this. 2 of them were just staring at me like, Book on! And I was like, damn it, this would be a good time to have the chicken egg on.
They would have lost their shit.
So I vow tomorrow.
Please have somebody record you.
You said 7 days, they're not going to have no eggs.
Well, there was 2 eggs today. So I'm thinking only one of them is on their period or not on their period. And so the other 2 are not. Yes. So tomorrow.
He stresses me out.
I'm actually gonna take the early train back from Boston to get back here. I'm gonna come march right down here and grab this.
Please, and just don't even send it to us in the chat. Just put it directly on the page. We don't need to vet it. Just put it.
Okay.
We didn't even talk about Bel Air. It just made me think of when he was a peacock.
Oh yeah,
the mascot. Peacocks marching down the field. Peacocks Little something, something real. We're the roughest. And we're the toughest. We are the peacocks of ULA. One more time. No, not one more time.
This Bel Air family, these banks will not be going to ULA. Yeah. If the college situation is not going to be ULA.
This is high school, yeah.
Yeah. Because it was.
But he did mention the Princeton thing. So maybe they will go to ULA. Because Carlton in that show did want to go to Princeton the whole time. Ends up at ULA.
Hey, with all that money, you end up at ULA?
Because the thing with the older guy, he was trying to get the internship, remember? Everything fell through, so he might see a bunch of things fall through like that, and then the whole, the little habit.
Oh, man.
That comes out.
Yeah, they can go places with this show. I like it.
All right, let's wrap.
We already did YouTube. 4-1 karaoke this Saturday, link in bio.
Oh, yeah,
Again?
Yeah, the second one.
Oh, sorry. It sounds like it's like a weekly thing now.
No. Okay. Last time we did it was in November or whatever.
Oh,
yeah.
Got it.
What happened, man?
I thought the gig you DJ'd, before you told me you DJ'd it, I thought that was karaoke.
Oh, because you said DJ'd in the middle of it, so his brain
so
then
thank you. I never went back to go. No, he DJ'd that.
Yeah, DJ'd that.
Okay,
cool.
Cool.
So karaoke this weekend, this Saturday. Pull up, yo. Pull up.
Also, shout out to Ghana's
which I did
65th year independence.
65
this weekend.
That's huge.
There's gonna be things going on, I'm sure. So.
You going anywhere? You doing anything?
Probably not.
Okay.
But it's always fun.
It is.
Shout out to Boxana. She has
Boxana.
a new joint out.
You just won't say her name. How people gonna look for her on Spotify?
Boxana. BROOXANA. Boxana.
If not,
we'll share it again.
Us.
We'll share it again on our social media.
It's a great song.
Yeah. I forget how young she is.
She's very young.
With a very mature voice. She's good.
Very good.
She tried to teach us. Remember that?
Hey,
we out here, dog. We out here, man.
We got some interviews.
We got some interviews.
I knew it was coming.
Hey-o.
Is that it?
Shout out to Expressions. Gang.
Gang.
Shout out to these guys.
Gang.
Out here.
And I hope you guys have a great weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, and
enjoy life.
Shout out to our supporters once again, man. We love y'all.
We love y'all. A shout out to Darling.
Yeah.
Gang.
You the man, bro. You the man.
One day Darren will come visit us.
I'm gonna come. I just pause.
Not applicable. Bring it, baby.
Yo, the car thing makes me a little depressed, man.
Help me find a car.
I got you. We're gonna figure this thing out.
Anybody selling a car, hit us up.
No.
Oh, we could do a GoFundMe and get Darren a car.
That'd be dope.
That'd be great.
Wow. People have done it for less.
People have done less for more.
That's true. Bye, guys.